Hello everyone. Let us see the previous session try yourself numerical answers followed by distance time and velocity time graphs for today's lesson. First question. I hope you are able to calculate this. A body rises vertically up to a height of 125 meter in 5 seconds and then comes back at the point of projection. Find the total distance traveled. So 125 plus 125, that would give 250 meter. That is the total distance traveled. Displacement is, as the body reaching the same point after the projection, displacement would be 0. The average speed would be total distance traveled by total time. If you divide that 250 here with the total time 10 seconds, we are able to obtain 25 meter per second. Similarly, average velocity of the body would be 0 because the displacement is 0. Total displacement 0 by 10 seconds, that would give 0 meter per second. Numerical 2. A pebble thrown vertically upwards with an initial velocity 50 meter per second comes to a stop in 5 seconds. Find the retardation. By using the formula A is equal to V minus U by T, we are able to obtain the value negative 10 meter per second square. But as they are asking for retardation, we don't write the negative sign here. So the formula here would be A is equal to V minus U by T. So here V is 0, U is 50. So 0 minus 50 by 5, which is giving negative 10. But the question is asking for retardation. So we will write only the positive value. Numerical 3. A car accelerates at a rate of 5 meter per second square. Find the increase in its velocity in 10 seconds. That means we know A is equal to V minus U by T, which implies V minus U is equal to A into T. That would give us acceleration is 5 and time is 10 seconds. We'll obtain 50 meter per second. V minus U is nothing but change or increase in velocity. Now let us see graphical representation of motion. So to describe the motion of an object, we can use graphs like line graphs. Here we are going to use. There are two types of graphs we are going to learn today. They are distance time graph and velocity time graphs. Let us check what are these distance time graphs. The change in position of an object with time can be represented on the distance time graph. Suppose if you see the example here, case 1, origin, time I have taken along x-axis, distance covered I have taken along y-axis. You could see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds and the distance covered 10, 20, 30, 40 I have taken along y-axis. So the case 1 is that distance time graph for a stationary body. That means the object is not in motion. So with reference to the origin O, the body is at certain distance, which is, let us say, 35 meter from the origin. The body stays at the same place first, second, third, fourth and fifth. That means the body is not moving at all. So we are going to obtain the shape is a straight line parallel to x-axis, or we can say parallel to time axis. So the shape is straight line parallel to the time axis. Case 2. Distance time graph of an object moving with uniform speed. Moving with uniform speed, you could see here object is covering equal distances in equal time intervals. Then the object is said to be in uniform motion, and we can also say it is said to be in non-uniform speed. Let us see the graph here. Origin, again time has been taken along x-axis, distance covered has taken along y-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 are the distances covered respectively. So when we are drawing the actual graph by using the graph paper, we can clearly mention the points easily. Here I have taken the dotted lines in order to locate the points. So for first second, 5 meters of distance covered. So I have marked this point. For second, the object has covered 10 meter. I have marked here. Similarly for third second, 15 meter. Fourth second, 20 meter. Fifth second, 25 meter. If we join all these points, we are going to get a straight line passing through origin, which is nothing but the shape of the graph. This is also called as linear graph. So linear means nothing but a straight line shape. Coming to slope of the graph. How do we find slope? I'm sure you must have learned in mathematics as well. Change in y coordinates, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. We can choose any two coordinates from O to P. Here I have taken 15 and 5. Of course, we can also take 25 and 10, 25 and 0, any 2 points. So y2 is nothing but 15, y1 is nothing but 5. Corresponding x2 value is 3. Corresponding x1 value is 1. So y2 minus y1, 15 minus 5 by 3 minus 1, we will get 10 by 2, which is 5 meter per second. So if you see very clearly, we are actually dividing distance with time. Obviously the slope gives us distance by time is nothing but speed of the body. So we can say in terms of the term slope as a speed of the vehicle, which is 5 meter per second. If you calculate the acceleration here, because the speed is not changing, acceleration becomes 0 meter per second square. Case 3 now. Distance time graph of an object moving with non-uniform speed. Non-uniform speed means object covers unequal distances in equal time intervals or equal distances in unequal time intervals. So here if you see, we are going to get a curve or non-linear shape. I have taken the values for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds, just like how we did in the previous case. For 1 second, let us say 5 meters it is covering. For 2 seconds, 15 meter. 3 seconds, 20 meter. 4 seconds, 22.5 meter. 5 seconds it is covering 27.5 meter. So if you join all these points, we are going to get a curve shape, which is also called non-linear graph. In this case, the slope of the graph is different at different points. The slope changes from point to point. That's why we usually take tangent touching that point and finding the slope in order to obtain the speed of the vehicle.